I want to ask generally each of you how you've restructured your workforce organizations to support the exploration efforts, the International Space Station efforts, and the commercial resupply and crew programs. Obviously, we've talked a lot already about going forward with both the commercial trajectory as well as Orion and SLS. How are you accommodating your workforces and the downsizing that all of you have had to do, and to assure that you are supporting the joint goals that we have talked about, that we all have with those priorities?
Well, Senator, I'll be frank, it's been a difficult couple of years for the workforce, amazing workforce at the Johnson Space Center. We have had two major programs come to an end, the shuttle program and the Constellation program, and we've laid off about 3,500 people, about 20% of our workforce at the Johnson Space Center. But I've got a team down there, and I know Bob and Robert do too, of really talented and dedicated people. They're awfully proud of their history. I can't be more proud of how they handled the last few shuttle missions, knowing a lot of them were going to be laid off. They finished final assembly of the space station, and it was as smooth and seamless as you could have asked for. But this team wants to look forward. As one young lady told me, we're awfully proud of our history, but we'd like to go make some history of our own out there. The team wants direction. They want support from the country. They're anxious to get started. So we have tried very hard to transition the team off of the shuttle program, off the Constellation program, on to the new things we're working on, including the space station, of course. And I think it's going reasonably well. They're excited. Frankly, they're excited about the Authorization Act we had last year, the seemingly endless series of continuing resolutions. Hopefully the minibus bill will bring that to an end. They're excited about that. Having direction, having support from Congress and the administration means an awful lot to the team down there. They're excited about working on MPCV. When Charlie announced we were going to continue the Orion MPC back in May, that was a huge deal at the Johnson Space Center. Extending the International Space Station to 2020 and beyond was a big deal down there. They're excited about that and the things that we're doing on the International Space Station. Not only the experiments, 150 experiments or so that we're running at any one time, but the test bed aspect of the space station and how important it is for exploration. That is very, very important to the team down there. We're working on the new technologies that Senator Nelson talked about and how important that is for exploration. So the team is looking ahead. They're excited. They're proud of their past, but they're anxious to make the next 50 years just as successful as the last 50 years.
Thank you. And Dr. Cabana?
Senator, I think the biggest change at KSC is KSC has always been dependent upon large